Hey guys, how's it going? It's Andrea. I'm back with part 3 for the Mercantile quilt seeds, scissors, and buttons. So with me. In this one we finished the center, so we're going to be doing the 1, 2, 3 borders, including this pieced frame here. This was gifted to me by Missouri Star Quilt Co., whom I shall link down below in the description box. If you use my link, it greatly helps me out. You can use it as many times as you like. It is for 20% off any orders of $50 or more. There's no code needed. It's automatically going to deduct it in your shopping cart from your total. So, in the last video, we were working on the corners of the frame. So now I'm going to do the sides of the frame. So we're going to take these blocks, they're longer rectile, really. They're rectangle, and we're going to snowball the top 2 corners. Rectile dysfunction. We only have one more of these left, y'all, next week's. I believe will be the last one. We'll have done all 6 of these. This doesn't seem like we've done 6. Let me look at this. Done, this one, done. Yeah, well, we have one more after this. Needle and thread, it's called. These have flown by to me. I've really enjoyed these. I want to get her, these were released a while ago, so it's hard to find the whole set. I haven't found the whole set yet. But the Quilt Seeds flowers that she did that were like those long flowers, I'd like to get those. Like I said, I haven't found any yet in the whole set, because they're all sold out. I don't want the Quilt Seeds that's all the vegetables. I don't want that one, but I do want the flowers one. For some reason, this fabric is all thick and stiff, and is the Lori's, but I know I got it for backing originally. And it's probably a wide back, but I don't recall. But why is it so thick and stiff? Are all wide backings like that? I don't recall that, but I don't quilt them, so. This is a backing on one of my quilts, because that's what I bought it for. So it must wash up well, because I've never noticed my quilt being stiff. Maybe it's one of those pre-starched things that washes up. Can't remember. This is what this is on the back of. One of my farm girls, I think. I don't recall. This is my quilt on the side piece I'm doing. I use it as leaders and enders. I'm making an Irish chain on 1.5-inch scraps. Okay. Cut all these apart. This is probably the most tedious part of these quilt seed patterns. The Mercantile quilt seeds anyway, these frames. Why aren't you heating up? Oh, turkey. So take these, trim about 1/4 inch from your stitch line and flip and press. Flip and press! Flip and press it already. Literally and figuratively. Whew. My brain is vibrating right now. If I can figure out what's causing that, 'cause it's driving me crazy. It's like comes in waves. Okay. My stomach's growling. I never did eat supper. And it's almost bedtime. I couldn't think of anything I wanted. I had a huge lunch. I told y'all I ate 2 grilled cheese sandwiches with my tomato soup. So I had a huge lunch, but still, it's worn away at this point. I'll probably make me a sandwich or a hot dog before I go to bed. I'm still addicted to those Oscar Mayer hot dogs, the Smokies. They taste like they've been grilled. They're so good. They're so freaking good, y'all. I'm telling you. And the best buns, in my opinion, are the Ballpark Frank's buns. Soft, fluffy. Okay, other side. Yeah, I think I've talked myself into hot dogs. Or a hot dog. Before bed. Best late night snack ever. There's my brain again. That square looks... that does not look right. Looks like a rectangle. Let me fix those. Yeah, this is... what the heck size is this? Okay. Yeah, obviously I didn't do some of these right. How I manage that. My amazing skills, I guess. 2 more. Sam and I are still doing our read to each other nights, and tonight is my turn to read, and we only have 1 chapter left in Little House on the Prairie, or I'm sorry, The Little House in the Big Woods, the very first book of the series. So I get to read that tonight, and the first chapter in Farmer Boy, the second book in the series. It's my favorite. Farmer Boy is my favorite. I wish she would have done more about Almanzo. It's all about her future husband, Almanzo, when he was a kid. I love those books. I love a series, do y'all? My favorite series include, of course, Harry Potter, Little House on the Prairie. I want to say Anne of Green Gables, but that's not really true because I really only like the first Anne of Green Gables. I mean, the rest of them are good, and I've read them and I have them. But as far as rereading, I only ever reread the first one. That's really the only one that I kind of lose interest after that when she's older. What else I could see? Oh yeah, oh my gosh, all the old V.C. Andrews before death, not her ghostwriters after death. Her originals. Oh my gosh, I devoured those in high school. They're all basically the same formula: a beautiful, beautiful girl who's mistreated, and there's a rich family or a poor family, and there's always some kind of weird incest or something in them, like Flowers in the Attic, and what was the other? Heaven was another series of those. Those are probably my 2 favorites of V.C. Andrews, those 2 series. I'm shocked they even had them in this. I used to check them out in my school library, which I can't even believe they have those in the school library. These 2. It makes me think whoever put them in the school library did not read them. Those are pretty scandalous. Oh yeah, we all read them. There's the top row, the corner, and a thing, and then we're going to do two things. And then it'll just need one more corner on the end. And the next one, the bottom, same thing. Yes, same thing. The corner piece. And 2 together. 2 sets of 2. I think of another series of books that I like. What else, guys? What else? I'm reading the U series now, but I wouldn't categorize it as one of my favorites. It's nothing I would ever read again. I guess to be in my favorites list, it has to be books that I would read multiple times. I can't think of another. Clan of the Cave Bear. Those were really good books. Of course, there's Lord of the Rings, but I read some of those. I enjoy the movies more than the books on those because they're not easy reads, in my opinion. So those don't make my list. Why do I have one extra? I should not have one extra. Something has gone wrong somewhere. Let's figure it out. Oh, there's probably still one there. Okay. The one that was left under the needle. That's what I'm missing. Yeah, I read all of the Clan of the Cave Bears, and they're really good. I've never read them a second time. I may have to do that, because I kind of just forgot about it. Okay, there's my last thing. I read that series, what about 25 years ago? And I do have the copies of those in my book collection. Okay. This is for the long top or bottom. I read all of I can't remember the name of the series, Floor de la something that's, the sweetness at the bottom of the pie, that series, where the little girl who solves murders in this little English village. Those are really cute. I read all of those. And the side borders just have these two pieces. also have to work on this inner border, which looks like we're doing the sides first with BBB. No? Did I cut them too long? Oh, we're doing the longs first. The A's first, okay. Triple A. Triple A, MCO. Oversized. Oops. Okay. Put the ends on these. Oh, kind of want to do as many of these borders as I can. So we're fixing to have a lot of back and forth. Yeah, this is definitely bigger than it's supposed to be a little bit. By like an inch. Or half an inch, probably half an inch. It's got a little bit of stretch to it. Yeah, it's a half an inch short for sure. Or, you know, this is half an inch too big, more likely. That's with my missing piece that I forgot to put on. How? I don't know. And press these inner borders. Now the sides. Let's see how I'm gonna fix this. I gotta use some witchy ways. I think I caught that seam like I should have. Well, I barely did. I barely caught it. It'll probably rip apart in quilting. Bad seams, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? It's almost bedtime. Already done? I don't remember. What'd I tell you? I didn't even catch. Oh my gosh. Is that the one I thought was gonna rip in quilting? Or is that just, that's a totally different one. Okay. Alrighty then. I gotta fix that. Faux show. How though? I've been selling for a long time, and I've done all 3 of these in one day. The 3 videos that you're watching. I bet the short ones go on first. The short sides. And the scalloping, or whatever you want to call it, it's going to face the outside. tinker and adjust as needed. That's how I roll. Other side. I'll probably finish this video tomorrow because we still have a whole nother border to put on after this green, and I'm pretty wore out. It'll still be in this video, but it will be the next day for me. Yeah. I don't feel like finishing this tonight. Alright, it is the next day for me. So we're gonna put on the top now. Alright, I'm gonna pin some of these. It looks like it's almost, well, not exactly the right size, but pretty close to it. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice. Perfect. The last night, my bedtime alarm ended up going off, I think, and cutting the video off, and I was just like, it's a good place to stop anyway. So I just stopped and went to bed. Hey, so where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gets me like you do. Go. I got a finished 9-patch for my quilt on the side. Normally I pin stuff in the middle, but this is one where the sides need to line up the best, the corners. So that's why I'm just doing the corners. Looking good, yo. I love it when it works out. Even with me having a missing piece in the middle of the block. I still don't understand how that's working without that. Very strange indeed. I need to start paying more attention, don't I? These blocks have been riddled with mistakes. I mean, riddled with them. Silly mistakes, too. Probably because my brain's shrinking with old age. I'm wasting away again in sewing time. Searching for my little shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Yeah, some people say that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. For a long time when I was a kid, I thought when he sings, slipped on a pop top, I always thought he was saying Pop-Tart. Because, I had no idea what a Pop-Top was. So yeah, Pop-Tart. Slipped on a Pop-Tart. There's the outer border now, or the middle border. Now to put on the outer border. I just gotta figure out which side to do. We're staying away again at Margaritaville. Looking for my lost shaker of salt. They slipped on a pop. Lost my flip-flop. Stepped on a pop-top. Cut my heel. Had a cruise on back home. Bet there's blues in the blender. And soon it will render. That frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Okay. We're staying away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Yes, some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Lost my, what's that word? Lost my flip-flops. Well, I can't. Something like that. Ooh, almost sewed the end of the quilt to the top of the quilt. I think I'm gonna make these into a quilt versus, just do them individual wall hangings, but I'm gonna go and remake a couple of my favorites probably for wall hangings, and no mistakes, hopefully next time. I'll probably do the iron one as a wall hanging. The first one I did that had the iron. I really like that one. I've already got the sewing machine wall hanging up. To cruise on back home. Just gotta press these two before we put the last two on, and that'll be all she wrote. Till next week for these. Next week we'll be doing the last one in the series. I think it's a bunch of spools, if I remember correctly. The spools in the blender, soon it will render. We're frozen concoction Why are you pulling? Quit misbehaving. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I see where my mess up is here. This is like 1/2 inch short. Shoot. Shoot-ya. Shoot-ya. Do I have something I can sew to elongate this? I do. I do. Okay. Let me work some witchy woman magic here. I'm going to add on this piece of fabric. Ooh, witchy woman. She's got the moon in her eyes. And for the next, I'll sew on some extra before we get started, just in case. That's probably where I'm seeing the effects of me missing that one piece. I think this is actually the piece I was missing that I pulled out of my scraps. It is. So that's why it's working perfectly. Hopefully I won't encounter an issue when I sew them all together for the quilt. Ooh, I forgot to turn the fan over here. Ooh, it gets so hot so quick in here. Okay, I'm going to take this extra and sew it to the other one, just in case. It'll probably only be lopsided on one side though because of the placement of the missing block. What the heck? Dropped it. Have you ever seen such a hot mess as me? know y'all's probably like, why am I watching this insane woman? I don't know. I can't answer that for you. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll start on the side that's not patched. So maybe we won't need it. I will say this machine does much better than my old machine did about my thread not going back up into the machine if I'm not chain piecing. That's why I started the chain piecing to begin with, because every time I would just, the thread would go back in the machine if it wasn't anchored down. This one I haven't had that happen, knock on wood. But I still do my chain piecing just because I like it. And 2 birds, 1 stone with my quilt on the side. Oh no, this side's even shorter. This must be the side that it is. Well, I guess it is affecting both ends, this end being shorter. But dang it. Yeah, this one's barely making it. Even with my addition, I'm a little bit short, like 1/8 of an inch probably. Not enough to bother with, being upset about. Cause my heel had a cruise on my own. Let this booze and blend, and soon it will render. All right, I'm gonna get this all pressed and we'll take a look at her. Okay, there she is. She's freaking cute, even though I've got square scissors. Like I say, they're designer, they're special edition, and no one else has got them. Square scissors. She's cute though. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. What do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe if you like to watch Sew With Me's. I'll see y'all at the next one.